So today we're going to be looking at ticker symbol NCLH for Norwegian Cruise Line and what sort of price action we can expect for the trading day of today and possibly the next few coming days. So I've already gone ahead and put in the resistance lines, which are crucial for understanding the price action for any stock. The yellow line is an indication of the trend for NCLH, which is in the upward direction. And we would like to see this stock sort of bounce off of these resistance lines. If it does break it, then we reassess our thesis and we evaluate the price action for any stock that we analyze. So NCLH, Norwegian Cruise Line, was hammered during the corona outbreak and still hasn't recovered significantly since its high of around $60, just touching that mark. So far, from our last trading day, we were trading at $30.54 with a pre-market price of $29.89. But the trend of NCLH is up, which is very, very good and very positive for anyone who has invested into this stock. So if you did purchase this during the March outbreak, it did drop all the way down to $8.65. And since then, we have sort of recovered back all the way up to $30. And since there is good news coming out for vaccinations regarding corona, we can still see a lot more upside within Norwegian Cruise Line because they are also taking very strong steps to bring back tourists onto their cruise liners. And NCLH has even gone ahead, outfitted their cruise lines with air filtration systems. They also have new policies which require their customers to be vaccinated. And all of this will play into the advantage for this company because people have been in lockdown for a long time and they are expecting to get back and out and about, and everyone sort of wants to come back into their normal routine, daily routine, their normal vacation routine, because most of the people just before corona, everybody was very outgoing, and since then everyone has been sort of stuck at home and they're just starting to come out. So NCLH would be a very good opening trade for investors to get into. So we're going to be looking at the price action, the daily chart. We'll also look at the we'll zoom in a little bit more into the hourly charts to sort of find good entry points for NCLH and what we can sort of expect for the next couple of days. So right now we are seeing a nice upward trend for NCLH, which is very, very good. Now, if we zoom into the 1 day, let's see if we can possibly even see some of our resistance lines, because there has been very little changes. Let's see if we can see our resistance line. So as long as we sort of stay within our resistance zones, we should be good in determining the price, the best price entry for this stock. So right now, as you can see, in the last couple of days, we're sort of consolidating, maintaining this nice trend with a little bit of selling coming in the last hours of the last trading day, which was Friday. So we are in some sort of consolidation for this stock just because of the positive news regarding vaccinations. Now, if we do jump out of this, let's go into the 5 days, zoom out just a little bit more, just to see how many times we've sort of touched this resistance of $31. So as you can see right over here, we have sort of touched our resistance point and slowly moved a little bit downwards, but still the trend seems to be going up, which is very, very good. Let's go ahead and open up the RSI and see what sort of strength this stock, or what sort of selling pressure or buying pressure is coming into this stock. Let's go ahead and open up the RSI. So RSI is in the oversold territory, just breaking out on Friday. So there's also a little bit of volume coming in as well in the last couple of days. Right over here, there seems to be nice, good volume coming into the stock, with the RSI also in the oversold area. And because we've broken out of this path, possibly we could see another test of this $31 resistance, and then possibly our next resistance, which would be, let's go ahead and zoom out just a little bit more. So our next resistance point for this stock would be, so we're just breaking out of this $31, touching it actually twice. We've touched this twice, slightly broken out of it, and then come back down within our channels, as you can see over here and over here. We do have a breakout in the last couple of weeks right over here and over here. So let's see if we can figure out what our next next resistance points will be. Let's pick out the 1 year and see, because I have a feeling this where is this? So since the corona outbreak, Norwegian Cruise Line actually has hit this all-time high twice, right over here and over here. And because we don't have any extra data as to expect where the next high will be, so we will have to hopefully, what we can expect is for this stock to sort of trail within these resistance zones and bouncing off of this yellow line and then trailing in the upwards direction. And if we are to break out of our resistance lines, then we will be testing some new lows, as we have done it in the past in this stock. So if we do break out of the 24.74 area, we would be testing $22 first, and then with another test of $18 if there is a good negative catalyst that's coming out regarding this stock. But as long as the news stays positive, I do believe that this stock will sort of bounce off of this yellow resistance line and keep trailing nicely upwards, trying to reach its previous high just before corona, if all things go. But they have a lot of challenges ahead, because they've been closed for the whole corona outbreak, and they're really trying to push for tourists to come back onto their cruise lines. Biden also seems to be doing a good job in providing vaccinations for majority of Americans, which will also play into the stock price for NCLH. Let's go ahead and see what sort of news is coming out for this stock, so we can compare the stock price and find some sort of comparative analysis for NCLH. NCLH, Norwegian, I buy as a company. So let's go ahead and see what Investors Business Daily is saying about NCLH. So shares of Norwegian cruise lines are up around 27% in the last 2 weeks. Very good. U.S. Center of Disease which controls cruise and departures that the CDC would okay trips fund U.S. ports. Norwegian will allow only passengers and crew who have been. So they will be bringing on tourists who have been vaccinated, and their crew will also be vaccinated. against COVID-19 in the last 2 weeks to advance to embark. So people who do want to enjoy the cruise lines again will have to be vaccinated, which is very, very good to keep everybody to keep everybody healthy and safe while they're enjoying their vacation. Um, what else can we see? Sort of cruise line stocks are riding a wave and they could sink. So this is a possibility if the corona again starts to spread, or if there is negative news regarding corona, and if we sort of drift off of our path of our recovery and how well we're doing in the economy in general, and getting those vaccinations out, and with all of the new research that is coming out, I do expect NCLH to outperform once everything does settle. And right now, if we do look at the latest price actions, we are around 50%, still lower than its all-time high, which was just before the March outbreak. So there is a very large way up for this stock. So the news for let's see some negative what Monthly Fool has today. It is good news, bad news kind of week for the cruising, despite so Norwegian cruise liners in general, they are losing quite a substantial amount of money. But volume determines price, and as we can sort of see within the last couple of days, we are seeing some nice volume come into the stock, trying to outperform. We haven't seen this break of the yellow line, which is very, very good. So we will be monitoring NCLH in the next for the trading day of today as well, just to see where what sort of price action we get. Because we are already in the oversold territory, we might not be testing the lows of this yellow line. Instead, I expect this to sort of break out of the 30, this resistance of $31, and trying to find a new high, which it hasn't reached in the past. So I think we'll be breaking out of this. So let's see, and then according to today's opening and close for NCLH, we can sort of figure out what the thesis, how we can sort of reevaluate our thesis. But I do expect it to go up for today, just because we are in the oversold territory for NCLH. So if you did find this useful, just make sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment on any companies you want me to review, and I'll try to get those videos out as soon as possible. And yeah, thanks for watching and have a good one.